endured real torture in a foreign setting.
So who's the real hero?
I would hope people would listen to our heroes.
Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
You want to single with me? Make every play, clear the way to victory. I'm going to the Hall of Fame game tonight.
Oh,
I am very excited.
So
The NFL preseason begins tonight in Canton, Ohio. I'm wearing my Devin Hester jersey, the whole bit. He's getting in, baby. Number 20. We got 3 guys going in.
the Bears have 3 players going?
Yeah, we got Mongo, we got Hester, and Julius Peppers.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, these days, there's nothing worse than being a Chicago sports fan, all right? The White Sox, I know there's Cubs fans, but I'm not one of those. The White Sox are historically bad. We lost DeMar DeRozan to the Kings, and so we're looking for anything good. Bears Hard Knocks starts on Tuesday over on HBO.
Love Hard Knocks.
That's going to be great. So the Bears and the Texans playing in Canton tonight. It's the first time in 52 years that it'll be on ESPN if you're just going to be watching it. And I'm very excited.
A lot of hype around the Bears with the number 1 overall pick.
Yes. Now, there's no starters tonight, but that Tyson Bagent, I think is his name. I think that dude's going to be real good. So I think he's playing tonight. You don't think so?
No.
I'll tell you what. I'm telling you. I'm telling you he is.
He's not.
Mark my words. I'm telling you he is.
Okay.
You know how many guys they say are going to be awesome and they flop? This is the opposite of that.
Okay.
I'm telling you he's going to be great.
He already played some, and it wasn't great.
Well, but he's also played a few and been real good. So I'm splitting the difference. You mark my words. I got to have something. Mark my words. Anyway, so I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bears, Texans, who I think play each other a couple weeks into the regular season as well. But, Devin Hester, the greatest return specialist of all time. He'll be the only one in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, by the way. Now, he is. I met the man when I was on the air there. We did a lot of stuff with the Bears 15 years ago. He is dumb as a rock. But, boy, is he good at football.
But sure is he fast. He sure is fast.
However you want to say it, you're correct.
You know?
He's very, very fast. He's run, Forrest, run fast.
Yeah, he's got me beat on the fastness.
But tonight, 8 o'clock, live on television and live at the Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. I've never been, so I'm excited. Sorry, hold on.
I'm glad you're excited for Tyson Bagent. I don't.
Hey, somebody's got to be.
Yeah.
I'm a booster. What are you talking about?
Buy his jersey.
Buy
one of his jerseys.
I already have a Hester jersey.
Now you got to get a current player.
I only purchase one jersey per team. I have a Palomalu jersey. I have a Hester jersey. I have a Chelios jersey. And I have a Luke Longley jersey. Because, come on, man. I mean, he's a champ too. And why not? I go for the underdog. I will always go for the underdog.
I love an underdog. But, there needs to be something to...
There needs to be what?
A chance for upside.
Oh, come on. There's always a chance for upsides.
Hey, I hope you're right.
That is the story of sports.
Yeah.
Is people who are, what are all these movies people love when they're a kid? It's about underdogs. Mm-hmm. It's about these kids who were told they couldn't do anything,
right? And
they come back and they become champions. It doesn't even always have to be sports. It could be things other than sports. Math. You'll never learn math. And they go, yes, I will. And then they, in my case, they don't learn math. But they learn other things instead to make up for math. Although nothing can make up for math. If you're adept at math and science, you can do anything, is what my father used to tell me when I told him I was first getting into stand-up comedy. And that was his response. So, yeah, that's tonight, and we'll see how that all goes. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio, on the app, it's free. I don't know if you know about that. A lot of people are like, hey, how much is that? It's free. You can leave us messages there with a little talkback button.
Alan, talking about weddings. Johnny on the spot over here, Cleveland Heights. I'm in my mid-30s. I've been in some of my brother's weddings, and I'm supposed to be in one this fall. And my family's just horrible people. Like, I don't even want to be around or talk to them, so I'm not going. It sounds horrible, but you don't have to go.
He says, I've been in my brother's weddings. I wonder if he has multiple brothers or if he has a brother who's been married multiple times.
Both. 2 brothers, 7 weddings.
Oh, my God. Like that old Hugh Grant movie. Yeah, listen, I'm excited to go to my sister's wedding. I think it would be what he describes there. I can't imagine anything worse than being estranged from your family, or your family are terrible people. I know over the last few years, a lot of people have become, families have been torn apart, because of politics, which is the dumbest and silliest reason for any relationship to fracture. But
I disagree.
What's that?
That's a dumb reason for things to fracture.
Okay.
Because if somebody is supporting someone that is taking away the, like, say, someone's gay or trans or something, and their parents are supporting Trump and all these Republicans that are trying to take their rights away, I could see how the political differences of that family is going to tear the family apart.
No, I get it. What I'm saying is everyone knows what where their parents are politically. Your whole life, you have known where your parents are politically. And you might not agree with it. A lot of people who are, when they're younger, do not agree at all with where their parents are politically. Some people continue to diverge, as I have, and some people kind of come full circle and become their parents, which is kind of more what my siblings have done. And it's all fine. I'm just saying that everyone knows where their parents are politically.
Right, but that
it's
doesn't
only in the
mean
past
you have to put up with it.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying it's only within the past 8 or 9 years that has caused families to divide
I disagree.
rather than go,
I think it's been a thing for a long time.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's my point. People have known what everybody believed the whole time, but it didn't put them at each other's throats. You just didn't
No, but I'm
have
saying
the conversations.
It has.
Well,
there's people estranged from
clearly.
their families for as long as there's been families.
Understood. I'm saying I think that would be a terrible situation.
It is a terrible
situation. That's all I said.
But no, what you said was there's no reason.
No, I said it's a dumb reason.
It's a dumb reason, but
Yeah.
I don't think it is a dumb reason.
That's
if
fair.
If you're with somebody, if your dad is a toxic supporter of policies that infringe on your rights and what you believe in, that's a very good reason to not be around that person.
Sure.
To say it's dumb.
But my
minimize it. But
my parents are Trump voters,
right? But you're talking about. But you're not in the same situation.
but I can
Yes,
only.
you can.
No. I can only talk about my experience.
No, but you
I
can
can't talk about other people's experiences.
That's what empathy is, and we've been over this a million times.
Right, but I can't tell people how they're supposed to feel.
But you're not telling them how to feel. You're saying, "Oh, I can see how in this situation where something isn't great, that would not be a dumb reason to not be a part of that, to remove yourself from that family situation."
See, Bill and I have also gone back and forth on this because my brothers are very outward and vocal about their beliefs and where they stand and support a nationwide abortion ban because of their beliefs. But I mean, they're still my brothers, and though we don't agree, and that does suck, and they're actively voting against my rights, that doesn't. The thing that's crazy is that they have the right to do that. That's part of living in America.
Absolutely,
they're allowed to do that.
Right, but that's
Yeah, I
also
didn't say they
also
would.
my point is we are not the ones passing laws. So wherever you are politically, you both have the same recourse, which is voting. That's all any one of us can do. So all either one of you can do is vote. So my parents have always voted differently than I have.
As have mine.
But you know that growing up too.
I think what Bill's just saying is that I don't have to like it. I don't
No,
have to talk
and
to you.
I'm not-
I don't have to-
nobody's saying
talk-
you have to like
no,
it.
but you said it's a dumb reason not to talk to somebody.
I think it is.
but I think that's a very
valid reason.
that's a very valid reason, depending on people's situations. Because, like in Mary's situation, her and her brothers disagree on this stuff, but there's still love there and they can get along. But there's other people that they can't because it's a much deeper and much more abusive situation than that.
And I
it is
understand that,
tied
but
to politics.
what I'm also saying is that those kind of relationships go deeper than just politics.
But
They do.
that is part of it.
Of course it is. It's manifested. What you believe politically is who you are as a person.
Right.
When people go, well, why can't we separate politics? You can. I mean, there are couples who are. I have friends where she's a liberal, he's a hardcore conservative, vice versa, whatever it is. I'm sure we all have at least one, pair of friends like that or whatever, and they make it work out.
I have a friend, you guys all know her. I'm going to keep her anonymous here, but she does not talk to her birth parents at all and hasn't for a while, and has family who she's made it because of not just political but religious beliefs to a point where it was detrimental to her mental health. And so she had to make a very hard decision and say, I'm not going to associate with these people anymore, and to minimize that and say, oh, that's a dumb reason not to talk to your parents when they're so toxic that it's hurting her in such a insane way is just really.
Well, you got to take care of yourself first.
Right, but and
also,
that's why I'm saying when you say it's dumb to not talk to somebody over a political issue, it really
I'm saying it's
doesn't
dumb.
count.
I'm saying it's
all
dumb.
the situations.
I'm saying it's dumb for everybody involved. I'm not saying it's dumb for one person. I'm saying it's dumb for the parents and it's dumb for the kid. It's dumb for everybody involved to go, that thing out there is more important than this. Right? That out there, that external force, which obviously can be exerted on people, that external force is more important than what's going on. Because people do it consciously. People have to make a conscious decision, because you do have to put yourself first. People make a conscious decision. I'm going to separate from my family, blah, blah, blah. It's dumb on the part of everyone involved.
No, I disagree still.
Well, it's fine. You can't. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying
because it's not dumb on the person that's protecting themselves.
Okay, but to play devil's advocate, that same argument can be made from the parents' side. That the parents are just protecting themselves and what they believe.
Fair, fine. But it doesn't make it dumb.
Yeah, but what are they protecting? I mean, if you have two parents, I fully understand if you have an LGBTQ kid who's every possible direction they feel denigrated and demeaned. That's one thing. What are the parents protecting?
Well,
they're protecting just them putting their foot down.
Here's where Democrats, I think, fall short on seeing things from two sides. Is that yes, LGBTQ people absolutely deserve rights, and sure, I'm not saying that at all. But like, if their parents feel so strongly like this is an abomination, this isn't what I believe in, this isn't what I was raised to believe, this isn't how I live my life, this does not align with that. And then everyone says, well, you're wrong and your beliefs are wrong. And I don't think that's fair. I think that, yes, everybody does have a right to be
but that's
who
the
they
thing.
are. But at the same time, you're saying, okay, well, one person's beliefs are right and one person's beliefs are wrong. And I don't think anybody has the power to say that about anybody.
But when you go to as far as to try and take the right away from the LGBTQ person and are actively voting for people that are doing that, it's not just about beliefs anymore. It's about action.
Yeah, if you have a gay kid, there's nothing they can do to you as a parent politically. But you can vote very much against their best interest. And what all I'm saying is I don't understand why people would do that against their own children. I know it happens. I know it happens all the time.
But they also...
But it's still an external force.
But they're also... You gotta... This is what's so hard, is that everyone is so quick to dismiss religion and dismiss it because both of you, it's not based in science, it's not based in evidence. But if the parents feel so strongly and they're like, I don't believe that this is the way you were born. I believe this is a choice. And I'm not saying this is okay. I cannot stress enough that I'm not agreeing with those people or saying that it's okay, but something I've had to learn to find empathy in my brothers is that they truly do believe they're coming from a good place.
Right.
Where they really are, in their minds, helping.
Helping whom?
Right, but if
Helping
that's
themselves, the kids, the
Listen.
society, whatever it is. They truly believe that they're making choices that will lead to the betterment of everyone's lives. I believe that.
This is what my parents believe, and that's why I don't have a very close relationship with them, because I disagree with that. I still love them, but I do not, and I think they, as much as they say that they believe that stuff, they are unwilling to listen to and come to terms with actual evidence that they are wrong. And that I do have a problem with.
Okay, but here's where the whole entire problem lies, is that their evidence, quote, is as strong as yours in their mind.
Right.
And so, but here's what I'm saying about Democrats.
It doesn't matter if it's in their mind.
But it does, though, because that's what everyone is preaching on the left. Everyone on the left is, hey, perception is reality. If I want to live in this reality where A, B, and C are true, you have to accept that. But you're refusing to accept it on the right and for conservatives.
Because it's discrimination.
But it's not, though.
It is.
It is. That's the whole
It's
point.
absolutely discrimination.
We want to make sure that you have to have kids, and we want to make sure that there are laws passed to keep gay people away from certain rights and privileges, things like that. There's nothing on the converse that you can do against, let's take a stereotypical boomer couple. There's nothing you can do against those people that will have the same deleterious effect on them as voting against the interests of people who are in a minority group. There's nothing you can do for those people. You're not going to take their 401k. You can't vote to make sure that they have to move out of their, country club community. There's an inherent imbalance there.
And I'll agree with
I'm
you
just
there.
saying that in the dynamic of families
And that's
overall,
more what I'm talking about.
it's so sad that people can't look at each other and go, well, let's set this aside and figure out what is,
and love someone for who they are, and not.
There are plenty of people who go.
Ostracize them for
There are plenty of people who
being
go.
what they
I
can."
don't agree with what you're doing, but I accept you and I love you. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
That's more of what I mean.
Yeah, the old hate the sin, love the sinner nonsense.
Yes, I didn't necessarily mean it in a political sense of. I meant it more in yes, your votes they do matter and they are actively changing things, sure. But I guess I meant it more in coming from my own experience of learning how to accept and still love my brothers, even though they have wildly different
I think
beliefs
that's a
than me.
great thing.
No, it is great.
Is that I think of it this
No,
way,
I think
and they
I'm-
really are thinking of it the same way.
I think
they
of-
really are, just from the other side.
But that's not the same.
But it is to them.
Because
it is to them. And
but-
if we're
but-
going to
but
say
is
that
to
my
them-
reality is real for me,
No,
then their
It's-
reality has to be real for them.
I'm talking about things like them thinking that you are not born gay, or that you that is proven, and for them to not accept that just ruins the whole discourse.
Yeah. I guess. Well, no, because I'm thinking about.
No,
it,
I know
and it's
what
hard
know
for
what
me
you're saying.
because
I
I
mean,
am not gay. I've not
so
been in
gay.
that position.
You're so gay.
Do I get hit on by a lot of women? But
you're
I'm
a female
thinking-
comedian in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking
I
about
heard
it.
yesterday you need a hug. Get some of that gay hugs.
I do need some gay hugs, man. I need a big, strong lady to just
Just
hold
see,
me.
ask Brian if you can just have a gay hug girlfriend. Nothing
Someone
more.
just to hold me.
Just
Yeah.
for cuddling and spooning. Nothing gets in anywhere. No kissing.
Get one of them
nothing like
cuddle
that.
parties. They got
Yeah.
those in New York.
When I was crying to him yesterday on the phone and he told me to get a boyfriend pillow. And I was like, dude, shut up. No, I don't want a boyfriend pillow.
Gay
No,
hug
but I
lesbian
guess
girlfriend.
it is hard for me to see it that way because it's more I don't know, man.
Stubbornness to accept things the way they are is...
Okay, can we agree that a big talking point of liberals is that perception is reality? That every
I
single
don't know
person...
about that. I don't
about
know what
that
you mean
at
by
all.
that.
You
don't
Perception is
think so?
reality.
That-
There's no bigger perception is reality argument than people who consider themselves religious. I mean, that's a belief system based in nothing. It's a belief system based in something that has no underpinning at all in reality. So I don't know. I'm a lifelong liberal, and I've said perception is reality in a professional sense, but I wouldn't tell people. But whatever I say is what is. I mean,
For you, it is.
Well, but I
Isn't
can't.
that what's behind? And Bill's, I'm really not trying to sound ignorant, and if I do, please correct me. But isn't that what is behind being trans? I don't feel the way that I look. My perception is my reality. That I am not a woman. I am a man.
There's genetic backing to that.
But I think
there's actual like
but the counter argument,
biological things for the reason they feel the way
right?
they do.
But also the counter argument is that belief, and you can classify it however you want, has no effect on another person. And the people who are against that are like, I don't like that you're doing that, and I want to see to it in a very specific way that you cannot live that way.
And there are difficult things to navigate. We just had a sports break talking about the transgender person that's in the
boxer.
boxing, and it's like maybe they need to do. We haven't figured everything out. It's a new thing that we're trying to accept into our society.
They need a trans category.
They do need a trans category, and I think that's a fine way to allow them to compete.
Anyway, Cardi B is getting a divorce, and I think we can
no way
all.
that's where all that was
I think
going.
we can all agree that the Hall of Fame game tonight is going to be amazing. Go Bears, baby! I got a break. Want to send a text? We're going to get into the Trump stuff in Chicago next. So, boy.
Oh, great day.
Yeah, that's
I'm going
right.
back to Dayton.
Line up, baby.